I'm here to, I told my dad that too when I was a young man. I said the only way to change things is from what they perceive as the top down and not from the bottom up. You can't do it from the bottom up, right? So I had to get to the top somehow. And then, you get put as a position of understanding. I've always been more understanding than someone like David Rockefeller or Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos or any of these people that are CEOs and popes, Pope Francis, popes. I've been more understanding, been more intelligent than those people from the time I was explaining to Spencer J. Kimball's people that the pagan ritual sacrifice of Jesus was wrong when I was about almost 4 years old. And we already know that, okay? And so, when you're doing something wrong, okay, and children are involved, you're supposed to immediately correct it, right? If you're destroying the ecosystem and it kills children, you got to correct that immediately, or you no longer have the life of sacrifice. You're living in sin, you're missing the mark, right? So when something's heinously wrong, you're supposed to immediately correct it. So New Mexico State University and the federal government, we haven't brought down that dam yet. If we need irrigation for these trees, that should have a Tesla motor on it right fucking now. That's Solomon. You know how to make a Tesla motor? You get it down here. Is it necessary to water the trees? Yes. But this is a cash crop. Look. Okay? Forgive debt and trespass. Love one eternal faithful peace first. Okay? Then fucking talk. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Okay? I gotta put out the garbage. And what else do I gotta do tonight? I gotta put the recyclables in the shed. There's something else I gotta do. I'll think of it when I get back home, but back to the house. But I'm very not frustrated. I'm emotional. I'm not frustrated. I'm doing things exactly right. I've done everything like the people before me that were right that I've had to do. Okay, so I'm not frustrated. I'm perfect like Job and Jonah. Yes, I'm very physically uncomfortable. Okay, especially since they gave us COVID in November of 2019 here in the Mesilla Valley. And I got over it. And I didn't get over it. I had to go back to work. I got sick like on a Tuesday. And I was out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I had to go back to work on Friday because I didn't have health benefits. And if you don't get a doctor's note, they fire you. So I went back to work on Friday. And I was sitting at home. So I felt like I was going to drown in my own fluids for about 3 or 4 days. Chris Baldwin told me take Mucinex, so I did. And then I used NyQuil and DayQuil stuff to just stay at work and keep working because everybody else was just dropping like flies. And right before I got sick, Susanna Martinez, the real Susanna Martinez, told me at work that she had a friend of hers that died from the flu. And that people were getting sick in Albuquerque and dying from the flu. So it was COVID. And it was before it was just diagnosed as a flu. And so I just don't trust the people in government. They're a bunch of fucking goddamn liars. They're liars. Okay? They use money and technology to manipulate you. They're fucking liars. Okay? The one person in the world right now that you should trust the most is this man holding the Samsung Galaxy 10 going to check the mail on this dirt road between El Camino Real and Doñana Road in Doñana County, New Mexico. That's the one person you should trust with your life. So I'm sitting there watching football, right, because it's recording. Sam Houston State and Florida International. I see these people living in boxes and then showing up in their boxes and celebrating a gladiator culture. And it reminds you a lot of all the historical evidence and the things written down and the things that were discussed, in ancient times that are still prevalent in dopamine and adrenaline rush addiction brains today. Just give you have all these people, now they're multi-millionaire gladiators at these universities, okay, that stand on the balcony of their apartment, piss on you, and call it Reaganomics. It's a golden shower from heaven. It's gross, right? We should be Solomon. Care, share, given to accordance to need, build to last. We should honor people. People shouldn't want to have to keep getting pregnant and make 5 babies to try to get the state and vote for people that will get the state to financially support them because they don't want to work at a job. But a lot of those women, they don't work at a job. And instead of staying home with their kids, they go to the bar. They leave their kids with somebody who sexually assaults them. And they end up going to the bar and getting sick and getting pregnant to keep the welfare coming. And a lot of them have criminals for boyfriends, okay, that make more money than the people that administer their welfare cases. Lots more money. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's how you get Democrats and Republicans. You corrupt the family, use a system of genocide called philanthropy, call it kindness with money, and then fuck each other to death and entertain each other, entertain yourselves, like in the Roman Colosseum, with the dysfunction of it, because you're all fucked. Okay, and if you don't know you're fucked and you don't think you're fucked, you're twice as fucked than the person next door who sits there and goes, I know I'm fucked, I'm gonna go get drunk and go get high and just pray for death. Okay. And then that person's a really bad person. They do drugs and drink alcohol and have promiscuous sex, and they don't know if they want to live or die. I know for sure I'm going to a magic place in the clouds with a magic god that Constantine and Jerome sold me back in year 1, over 2,024 years ago. Okay, that's the type of people you got to deal with because of the collective brain damage of all those skywriters right there. Yeah, highway to the danger zone. There's a bunch of mavericks. There's a bunch of Tom Cruise's right healthy testicle, right? What an asshole. And his business partners are assholes, and all your business partners are assholes. Okay, stand up for Lord's Prayer and stop being such a worthless cunt. A cold cunt, colder than the Guy Ritchie movie with Jason Statham, whose ass I would kick into next Tuesday. And I am fat and tired and out of shape and chemically poisoning. Have a stressed out testicle because I have to constantly drink water and pee and wake up night and pee to keep the poison out because they reload the poison with Roundup and diesel fuel because the people have to do it to financially survive in this Neller Grumman, Halliburton, child molesting, home invasion, raping, murdering cesspool of fuck. And if you don't believe me, you are so fucking stupid. Gosh damn. You know, you gladiator culture people are fucked. You believe everything they tell you on TV. You believe people that are condescending, manipulative, and abusive, and speak to you in a manner as if they're like Sheldon. Oh, well, the labradoodles can think. And you sit there, well, if a doctor didn't tell you and a professional didn't tell you, it's not the truth. Truth is, life's eternal and grace is infinite. Philosophy is trapping the glory of the soul and the mind and then regurgitating that trap to everybody else to make yourself feel more important and intelligent than other people that feel trapped because we're not living the wisdom of Solomon, the wisdom of Proverbs, the faith of Psalms, and the eternal beauty of the Lord's Prayer. Stupid fucks. I love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. says everybody in the future. Thank you, everybody in the future. Currently, most of these fuckers hate me, but I'm working at it. I'm working at them. You know. I don't stay pissed off. I get angry when I see all the disgustingness and people sitting around doing disgusting things and acting like they're really cool and amazing. He's an excellent person. He worked really hard for all this money. Now he's gonna piss it down off the balcony to other people so they can work real hard for money and the rest of us live in boxes and then fucking only like 3% of the population lives in a proper built like adobe house that's not opulent. Okay. And the other 90% either homeless or live in a box. Wow. Tiny homes. Big adventure. Let's get off the grid and live in a box have some chickens, lay some eggs, get some dogs, go for walks, look at the sunrise, and then listen to Casey and JoJo sing us a verse. Right! And then get locked in Devontae Swing's basement. Yes! And then become a mega mogul celebrity that influences more people than Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Damn! It's like Britney Spears getting choked by Jane Fonda on a romantic comedy. James Butler, you don't need to make no romantic comedies, dog. One of my favorite running backs in the CFL. Yeah, brain damage. Your affinity, like with my ex-wife and my stepdaughter, for for horror movies is coping with all the people you've lost throughout time to mass genocide, warfare, shark attacks, wolf pack attacks, things like that. You know, the Chelsea Theron on Fast and the Furious eating your kid by the river as a crocodile, you know, and the medulla oblongata. No, it's the reason why crocodiles and alligators, why crocodiles are ornery and have an enlarged medulla oblongata is because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush. You don't celebrate beating the hell out of each other. You know, the other night when Chris Godwin got hurt, they wouldn't show the replay. They have a comedy movie called Waterboy when Bobby Boucher has aggressive, pinned up frustration from being abused all his life by bullies, and he uses it on the football field to be a football star. And they have one where he breaks a guy's leg and Lee Corso goes, "Ooh, that's horrible to watch," right? After last night, is that still funny? Or was it funnier when it happened to Joe Theismann? You know, stop making jokes about your dysfunction and passing on to your kids. You're not a joke, you're sick. All right, peace.